Hello all my listeners out there in the wasteland. Welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we are looking at 2008's Pontypool, brought to us by Bruce McDonald. This is a Canadian, for lack of a better term, zombie movie, but not your typical zombie type film. We have the story of it's set in a radio station. That is the setting of the entire film, is the radio station, and it's a radio DJ by the name of Mazzy, who is talking about these events that are happening in their small Canadian town. It's this outbreak of some kind of infectious disease that is making people go absolutely crazy and killing each other. It's more psychological than just pure gore horror. There's really very little of the actual blood effects. There's a little bit, but not a lot. This is more a character-driven story of people and how they're adjusting, how they're dealing with what's happening, and the things that they actually aren't seeing. They're only hearing about these things that are happening. And it comes down to the cast. I think the cast does a brilliant job in this film, which really sells the story. You have playing the lead in Mazzy is Stephen McHattie, who you have seen him in tons of stuff. This is a rare leading role for him. And if you don't know him, he's the poor man's Lance Henriksen, or maybe Lance Henriksen is the poor man's Stephen McHattie. Either way, many people confuse the two because they have a similar appearance and a similar kind of gruff, gravelish type of way of speaking. But he does a brilliant job in the lead on this, and he is supported wonderfully by Lisa Houle, who plays like the station manager, and albeit her role is shorter, Georgina Riley, who plays a third person that's at the radio station. There are a few other people you see as well, but they're really small, mostly infected type roles. The whole premise of the movie is the fact that it's this virus that's driving people crazy. But it's not a typical virus. It's not like via bite or through the air, or you drank some contaminated water, or you got some chemical sprayed in your eyes. No, it is an infection of words. Words carry the virus. And it's a very good it's commentary on the fact that words are infectious. Gossip and rumors and slander and just the things that you see out in the world, that is very infectious. It infects a lot of people in the way that they see things, in the way that they view the world. Whether or not those words are true doesn't matter. It comes from the understanding you take from those words, and the movie plays upon that. And I think it does a really good job of using that type of infection. And yes, people will say, well, that's just a ridiculous, how does the word carry infection? Think of it kind of like a computer virus for your brain. It's something riding on the sound waves that just triggers something in your mind. People who are looking for too much of a scientific explanation, we're dealing with zombies here, which in general have no scientific backing behind them. As soon as you start going into the science of zombies, the whole genre falls apart. But I think they do a great job of setting this atmosphere of a little bit of fear, but also there's the unbelievability of it, because throughout most of the movie, it's the whole thing of, is this really happening? Is what they're reporting an actual thing? And that is what really leads or helps take the story to that next level, that just it builds that tension as the story goes. It starts off a little slow as you're kind of introducing the characters, and that's necessary. But it builds very quickly once the incidents start to happen. On a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, this is, as I said, the whole infectiousness of words. This is, it is the media, it is the news, it is the TV shows you watch, the reality TV, the corrupting of everything by this taint that you get from the media and from these outside sources, where information is so readily available to us. But as a side note, or as an addition to that, misinformation is so easily passed forward as well. I like this movie a lot. I think they did a brilliant job with the whole psychological kind of thing going on without actually showing you anything. They barely show you anything as far as the infection goes. So much of it is just you're hearing secondhand via someone calling into the radio and what these people are hearing. So I think they did a great job with that. That's all I have for this one. Until next time, you all stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.